Everyone, this is a requested story. I hope you will enjoy it. So please give it love and support. I will hope you will love it. The morning sun shines softly on the huge neon mansion. The white glass walls, white marble floors, and the tall doors made the entire place look like a perfect world. Clean, silent, beautiful. Everything here followed rules, order, and timing, and none of this matched Kim Tae-hyung. Tae-hyung stood nervously at the front gate, holding his small bag tightly. His brown hair fell over his eyes, and his cheeks were round and soft. He was short, cute, and he looked like someone who belonged in a warm bakery, not in the mansion of Seoul's coldest billionaire. Tae-hyung whispered to himself, I can do this. For grandma, he pressed the doorbell with a shaking finger. The butler opened the door and looked at him with surprise. Tae-hyung looked too frugal to work in a mansion like this. Butler Kang, you must be the new houseboy maid. Come in, Tae-hyung bowed several times and stepped inside. The mansion was so big that his footsteps echoed. The hallway felt endless, the candles shining above him like stars. He swelled nervously and followed the butler. Butler Kang, remember the master hates noise, mistakes, dirt, and especially clumsy people. Tae-hyung froze. Clumsy? Was clumsy? He gulped again. Tae-hyung, I will try my best, I promise. But his voice sounded sincere even to himself. The butler gave him a pitying look and opened the kitchen door. Inside, the other maids were whispering, Maid one, he's so tiny. Tiny, will he survive here? Maid two, Master Jungle will fire him in one day. Tae-hyung pretended not to hear and tied his apron with trembling hands. Tae-hyung's first task was simple: clean the living room. He placed the stool near a tall bookshelf and started dusting. Because he couldn't reach the top shelves, he climbed the stool, balancing with one hand and stretching with the other. Tae-hyung, just little more, almost. The stool bobbled. Tae-hyung lost balance. A strong hand grabbed his waist from behind. Tae-hyung froze. The room became cold and silent. He slowly looked back and his heart almost stopped. Jungkook was standing right behind him. Cold eyes, sharp jawline, black suit, broad shoulders. He looked like a king who stepped out of the magazine. Tae-hyung panicked so much that he almost fell again. Tae-hyung, sorry. I'm sorry, sir. I mean, master. No, Mr. Jungkook flat voice. Get down. Tae-hyung scrambled off the stool like a scared kitten. His cheeks turned bright red. Jungkook looked at him from head to toe. Tae-hyung felt even smaller. Jungkook, you are the new maid? Tae-hyung, yes, master. Jungkook, I am Kim Tae-hyung. Jungkook walked closer. Tae-hyung's back hit the bookshelf. Jungkook reached out and shut his eyes tightly, but Jungkook simply took the cloth from Tae-hyung's hand. Without saying anything, Jungkook reached the top shelf, easily wiping the dust clean with slow, perfect movements and placed the cloth back into Tae-hyung's hands. Jungkook, use a long duster, not a stool. His voice was cold, but his actions were gentle, confusing Tae-hyung deeply. Tae-hyung, oh, okay, thank you. Jungkook didn't reply, he just walked away, his expensive cologne lingering in air. Tae-hyung let out a breath he didn't know he was holding. His tiny heart was beating too fast. He watched him too much for the next few hours. Tae-hyung cleaned quietly. And Jungkook kept appearing, not talking, not smiling, just watching. Tae-hyung tried to sweep the floors, but he tripped on the mop. He tried to fold blankets, but he folded one upside down. He tried to arrange the brush, but dropped one flower. Every time Jungkook's eyes followed him, cold eyes, sharp eyes, eyes that but still followed him. Taehyung, blushing, master keeps looking at me. Did I do something wrong? He didn't know. Jungkook had never watched anyone like this before. Enter Jian Erin. Erin arrived that afternoon. He is clicking loudly. Expensive perfume filling the hallway. She was beautiful, but her heart was sharp and cruel. Her eyes fell on Taehyung instantly. Erin, and who is this? Taehyung bowed politely. Taehyung, I am the new houseboy. Erin, interrupting. You a maid? You look like a child. Taehyung stiffened. Jungkook pulled voice from behind Erin. She turned around. Jungkook stood there, hands in pockets. Jungkook, he walks here. Don't comment on stuff. Erin blinked. She didn't expect Jungkook to defend a maid. Her eyes darkened. Erin, fine, but don't expect him to last long. She walked away, heels clicking angrily. Taehyung sighed softly. Taehyung, I will do better. I don't want to cause trouble. He didn't see Jungkook looking at him with unreadable eyes. Taehyung continued cleaning the hallway. He didn't notice his uniform collar was folded incorrectly. He kept bruising the floor. Humming softly, Jungkook approached quietly. Taehyung froze when he felt fingers touch his neck. Jungkook fixing his collar. Your uniform, fix it properly. His fingertips bruised the soft skin on Taehyung's neck. It was just a second, but Taehyung felt heat shoot to his. Thanks, sorry, Jungkook, don't apologize for everything. His voice was strict, but the way he adjusted the collar was gentle, too gentle for someone like him. When Jungkook walked away, Taehyung pressed a hand over his chest. Taehyung, why is my heart beating so fast? Extra work and jealousy. Erin found Taehyung in the kitchen. Erin, you clean all the guest rooms alone? Taehyung panicked. Taehyung, all of them? I'm in bondage? Erin, yes, or leave this house. Taehyung lowered his head. Taehyung, I'll do it. 4 hours. Taehyung cleaned non-stop. His back started hurting, his knees felt weak, and his palm turned red. Still, he continued. Meanwhile, Jungkook walked past one of the guest room doors. The clothes slipped from his hand. He looked exhausted. Jungkook's jaw tightened. Jungkook, who told you to do all of these rooms? Taehyung bit his lips. Taehyung, Miss Erin. But it's okay, Jungkook coldly. I didn't ask if it's okay. Taehyung flinched. Jungkook stepped inside the room, picked up the clothes, and stared at the long hallway full of rooms. His eyes were angry. Jungkook, you don't follow her orders, follow mine. Taehyung, but I knew I didn't want to cause trouble. Jungkook suddenly took the clothes from his hand. Jungkook, you are too soft. Taehyung blinked. Taehyung, I am trying my best. Something in Jungkook's expression softened just a little. Jungkook, don't work yourself until you collapse. He placed the cloth back in Taehyung's hand. Jungkook took a breath. Taehyung's eyes widen. A billionaire telling a maid to rest. The other staff would faint if they heard it. In fact, to cleaning the shelves in the hall again, he used the stool again. He stretched too far again and he lost balance. Taehyung, he fell, but Taehyung's arm catch him perfectly. Taehyung's face pressed against Jungkook's chest, his heart raced. Jungkook's hand wrapped around Taehyung's waist, firmly pulling him close. For a moment, they didn't move. Taehyung looked up, Taehyung's eyes were inches away, dark, deep, filled with warmth. Jungkook tried to hide Taehyung's breath. Instead, Taehyung whispered, sorry again. Jungkook's soft voice for the first time. Be careful. Their faces were so close that Taehyung swore he heard Jungkook's heartbeat. Then Erin, angry voice from behind. What is going on here? Taehyung jumped away from Jungkook instantly. Jungkook stepped back, expression turning cold. Again, Erin, Master Jungkook shouldn't be touching mates like that. Taehyung bowed quickly, embarrassed. Taehyung, I am sorry. Jungkook, he slipped. and I don't need it. You're interfering. Erin's face twisted with jealousy. Taehyung lowered his head, feeling like he caused a problem again. Night. Taehyung finished all the chores and stood alone in the kitchen, massaging his sore wrist. Suddenly, Jungkook appeared behind him. Taehyung jumped. Taehyung, Master Jungkook, you scared me. Jungkook didn't answer at first. He looked at Taehyung's hand, red and tired. Slowly, he picked up a small jar of ointment from the shelf. Jungkook, give me your hands. Taehyung blinked in surprise. Taehyung, no, it's okay, Jungkook. I said give them. Taehyung's heart beat loudly as he held out his hands. Jungkook gently rubbed the ointment onto Taehyung's palm with warm fingers. He touched it. Its touch was slow, careful, nothing like the cold CEO everyone feared. Taehyung's eyes softened. Taehyung, Master Jungkook, you are kinder than people say. Jungkook paused. He looked into Taehyung's eyes, soft. Jungkook, don't treat me. His voice was cold, but his hands continued rubbing Taehyung's palm gently. Taehyung smiled without meaning to. Taehyung, okay. He didn't notice Jungkook stared at that smile longer than he should. Jungkook watching Taehyung walk away from a small, soft, adorable hand, his stone heart cracking just a little. The next morning, soft sunlight filled the Jiangmins and everyone started their task quietly, but Taehyung, who had worked too much yesterday, woke up feeling weak. His body felt heavy, his throat felt dry. Still he got up. He always got up from Fogan mother for his job for survival. Taehyung washed his face and looked in the mirror. His eyes were slightly. Taehyung, I can't cause trouble. I must walk. He forced a small smile and tied his apron tightly. When Taehyung entered the kitchen, he found Erin waiting for him, arms crossed, wearing a fake smile. Erin, oh, little maid boy, you are late. Taehyung looked confused. Oh, miss, it's the usual time. Erin, are you arguing with me? Taehyung immediately shook his head. No, sorry. Her eyes smiled and cruel. Erin, today you will clean the outdoor pool area alone. Taehyung froze. The outdoor area was huge, too big for one person. But the sun is strong and Erin, that's my job. Unless you want to be fired today. Taehyung lowered his gaze. He couldn't lose his job. Erin smiled. Good boy. She walked away. Taehyung sighed softly and headed to the backyard and with buckets, brushes, and cleaning clothes. Inside the mansion, Jungkook came down the stairs slowly looking at the tablet, but something felt off. His eyes scanned the living room. Taehyung wasn't there. Taehyung was always there in the morning, dusting, sweeping, humming a little tune. Jungkook frowned. Jungkook, where is he? He tried to ignore the strange discomfort growing in his chest, but finally, Jungkook, Butler came. Where is Taehyung? The butler looked surprised. Butler came. Miss Erin assigned him outdoor pool cleaning today. Jungkook's face darkened instantly. Outdoor walk in the sun. Jungkook's face darkened instantly as door walk in sun for someone so tiny. Jungkook's jaw tightened. He hated when people disobeyed his rules, but right now he hated something else more. He hated that he didn't right kept touching Taehyung's work schedule. Jungkook, you heard the right. The butler quickly stepped by. Jungkook headed straight to the backyard. But the time Jungkook reached the outdoor area, Taehyung was already scrubbing the floor tiles, sweat dripping from his forehead. His small body shook from itself. He wiped his forehead with his sleeves and continued. Taehyung slowly to himself, just a little more. I can do it. He wiped his brush into the bucket, but when he He squeezed the handle too hard. The bucket slipped from his hand, spilling water all over them. Oh no, I'm so stupid. He knelt down to clean the mess quickly, but he accidentally cut his fingers on the sharp edge of the brush. A tiny line of appeared. Then he pressed his thumb against the, trying not to cry. It hurts more because he was tired and weak today. Just then a shadow fell over him. Tim looked up slowly. His heart nearly stopped. Jungkook was standing right in front of him, eyes dark, angry expression, and a dangerous silence around him. Who told you to do this? Jungkook's voice was slow and cold. Jungkook, who ordered this? Tim instantly lowered his head. It was Miss Erin. But nothing. He stepped closer. Jungkook, I told you, he started. You don't follow her orders, you follow mine. Tim nodded quickly, scanned by the intensity in Jungkook's voice. Then, sorry, I didn't want to cause trouble. Jungkook's face clenched. Why was the boy always apologizing? Why was he always scared? Why did his tiny voice make Jungkook's heart hurt? Jungkook inhaled sharply and grabbed Taehyung's wrist. Taehyung gasped at the cold touch. Jungkook up. He pulled Taehyung's hand up and to see for a second the cold, serious expression softened just a little. Jungkook. Taehyung looked down. Taehyung, I didn't want to disturb you. The sentence hit Jungkook harder than he expected. Disturb him? His tiny boy thought he was a disturbance. Jungkook took a deep breath and forced himself to stay composed. Jungkook, come with me, he pulled Taehyung inside the mansion, ignoring the staff's wide eyes. Erin saw Jungkook dragging Taehyung by the wrist, her eyes widened in disbelief. Erin, Oppa, why are you touching him? He's dirty. Jungkook glared at her. Jungkook, don't ever assign him work again. Erin's mouth dropped open. Erin, Oppa, he is just a maid. Jungkook, he is my staff, not yours. You don't order him around. Erin's face twisted with jealousy. Erin, you are acting like he is special. Jungkook didn't flinch. Jungkook, he is. Thanks as within. Erin's face fell and Jungkook walked with Taehyung, leaving her trembling with anger. After treating Taehyung's hands with a bandage, Jungkook left him in the hallway for a moment to get something. Taehyung stood nervous, holding his bandaged hand, but Erin returned. Her eyes were burning with pure rage. Erin, you little bot, you are ruining everything. Taehyung stepped back. Miss Erin, please don't be angry. I didn't do anything. Erin shut up. See him, Taehyung stumbled. His boots slipped on the marble floor. He fell backward down the Taehyung. Ah! He screamed. It echoed loudly. At the same second, Jungkook turned the corner and saw Taehyung falling. His heart dropped. For the first time in years, Jungkook's mask of coldness shattered. Jungkook, Taehyung! He sprinted faster than he ever had and catched Taehyung halfway, grabbing him tightly before he hit the ground. Taehyung's small body trembled violently in Jungkook's arm. Jungkook's breathing was heavy, scared, fed. Master Jungkook. Jungkook was shaking. Are you hurt? Can you move? Look at me. Taehyung's eyes were teary. His ankle hurt, his back stung, and his heart felt dizzy. He clung to Jungkook's shirt quickly. Taehyung, it hurts. Jungkook lifted him up in his arms, bridal style, holding him protectively against his chest. His voice changed. It wasn't cold, it wasn't strict, it was full of fear. Jungkook, I have got you. I'm here behind him. Them Erin froze. Jungkook's sharp eyes turned towards her. Jungkook, if you ever touch him again, I will throw you out of this house. His voice was deadly. Erin stepped back, terrified. Jungkook took care of him. Jungkook carried Taehyung to his bedroom, Jungkook's own room, not the staff room. He laid Taehyung gently on the bed. Taehyung blinked up at him. Taehyung, you carried me, Jungkook. You were hurt. Taehyung knelt beside the bed and checked Taehyung's ankle. It was swollen. He touched it lightly. Taehyung, Jungkook flinched. Jungkook, sorry. I will be gentle. He placed an ice pack around the ankle. Taehyung bit his lips as Jungkook's hand carefully held. He placed an ice around Taehyung's ankle. Taehyung bit his lips as Jungkook's hand carefully held his boot. Taehyung, Master Jungkook, why are you doing so much for me? Jungkook stopped moving for a moment. He didn't speak. He looked directly into Taehyung's eyes, deep, intense with the pain Taehyung had never seen before. Jungkook, because you are the only one in the house who doesn't pretend it with me. Taehyung's lips parted. Jungkook continued, voice low. Taehyung, Master Jungkook, Jungkook, you are the only one who smiled at me without wanting something. The only one who talks honestly, the only one who makes this place feel alive. Taehyung's breathing changed. He wasn't used to hearing such deep words from anyone, especially not from a man like Jungkook. Taehyung, I don't know what to say. Taehyung felt his tears forming. Taehyung, I am not going anywhere. Jungkook looked at him for a long time, so long that Taehyung had to look away sadly. Jungkook stood up and pulled a blanket over Taehyung's body. Jungkook, rest. I will stay here. Taehyung blinked. Taehyung, you will stay the whole time? Jungkook nodded once. Jungkook, I'm not leaving you alone tonight. Warm hands, warm hearts. Taehyung's eyelids felt heavy. The pain of and exhaustion were overwhelming. His hands slipped out from under the blanket, shaking slightly. Jungkook's noticed. He reached out and held Taehyung's hand. Taehyung's heart jumped. Jungkook's warm fingers wrapped around his small hand. Taehyung whispered softly, Master Jungkook. Jungkook, stay asleep. I'm right here. Taehyung looked at Jungkook. His strong shoulders, soft gaze, protective presence. For the first time since he came to the mansion, Taehyung felt safe completely. He closed his eyes slowly, still holding Jungkook's hand before sleep took him. He whispered one last thing, Taehyung, thank you for catching me. Jungkook gently brushed Taehyung's hair away from his forehead. Jungkook, I will catch you. Taehyung, fall asleep peacefully. Jungkook sat beside him the whole night, watching the tiny boy breathing softly, his thumb brushing Taehyung's hand again and again. Something inside Jungkook's cold heart had changed forever. Time escaped breakfast. Taehyung smiled softly and took a spoonful. Jungkook watched him eat carefully. Slowly, his eyes softened. Then morning light. While Taehyung ate, Eren entered the hallway outside Jungkook's room. He slept in Jungkook's room, that little right? She marched into the room. Eren, Oppa, explain why a maid is on your bed. Jungkook stood up immediately, face cold as ice. Jungkook, get out. Eren's eyes widened. Eren, Oppa. Jungkook, I said get out. His voice shook the air. Eren swelled hard, but instead of leaving, she turned to Taehyung, rage burning. You love stealing attention, don't you? Jungkook slammed his tablet on the table. Jungkook, stop talking. Eren froze. Jungkook, you hurt him once. You him down the stairs. I wouldn't forgive that. Taehyung's eyes wouldn't. Eren's face paled. Eren, I didn't. Jungkook, you did. His voice was calm but deadly. Jungkook, from today you are banned from. Eren, you are throwing me out for a maid. Jungkook, for Taehyung. Eren's eyes filled with shock and jealousy. Eren, you are in love with him. That room became silent. Jungkook didn't deny it. He didn't look away. He didn't even blink. Eren's lips trembled in disbelief. Eren, You have changed. Jungkook without emotion. Leave. He didn't bite her lips hard and left the room, slammed the door behind her. Taehyung looked at Jungkook with wide, soft eyes. Taehyung, you defeated me again. Jungkook turned to him slowly. Jungkook, I will always defend you. Taehyung's heart thumped loudly. Flashback while Taehyung rested, Jungkook stepped out onto the balcony, his thoughts swelling. He remembered the day his father remarried, the cold meals at the long dining table, the mansion so silent it felt like a grave, the way he grew up alone, never hugged, never comforted, never loved. He remembered years of work, building empire, keeping people away. Then arrived a soft, clumsy boy who smiled even when tired, who apologized when he wasn't wrong, who made the mansion feel alive. Jungkook closed his eyes. He didn't want to admit it. He didn't want to feel it, but he couldn't hide anymore. He loved them not a little, not halfway, completely. Later in the afternoon, Theon tried to stand up. I want to clean something. I don't want to think I'm lazy. But the moment he put his foot down, pain shoot through his ankle. He almost fell, but Jungkook catch him again. Jungkook, stop moving. You will hurt yourself. Theon bit his lips, tears forming. Theon, I'm useless. I can't even walk properly. I keep causing trouble. I make. Jungkook held him by his shoulders firmly. Jungkook, you don't make me angry. Taehyung looked up with teary eyes. Taehyung, but I... Jungkook, you made me worry. Taehyung blinked. Worry? Jungkook lifted his hand and gently wiped Taehyung's tears with thumb. His voice softened in a way. Taehyung, Jungkook, you don't know how it felt when I saw you falling. Taehyung's heart shook. Taehyung, why? Jungkook looked straight into his eyes, slow, steady, serious. Jungkook, because I don't want a life without you. Taehyung's lips parted in shock. His heart felt like it was melting. Jungkook, because I don't want a life. Jungkook stepped closer, chest almost touching Taehyung. Jungkook, I tried to ignore it, I tried to stay cold, but every time I look at you, I forget how to breathe. Taehyung's cheeks turned red. Slowly, Taehyung mastered Jungkook. Jungkook caught Taehyung's face with both hands, his thumb crushing soft cheeks. Jungkook, Taehyung, I'm in love with you. A tear rolled down Jungkook's cheek, but he was smiling. Taehyung, I like you too. Jungkook leaned down, their foreheads. Jungkook leaned down, his forehead touching. Jungkook, can I kiss you? Taehyung nodded shyly. Taehyung, please. Jungkook's lips touched his soft, gentle, a slow, warm kiss filled with meaning. Taehyung's fingers clenched Jungkook's shirt, feeling safe, protected, loved. Jungkook kissed him again, deeper this time, but still gentle. When they parted, Taehyung's cheeks were red. Taehyung, you, me, Jungkook, I want to every day. Taehyung had his face. Jungkook smiled slightly, the softest smile Taehyung had ever seen. Jungkook hugged Taehyung close, breathing in the warm accent. Then he lowered his head to Taehyung's neck. Jungkook kissed the spot under Taehyung's ear, trembled. Then Jungkook gently mocking him. Taehyung gasped softly. Taehyung, what are you doing? Jungkook whispered against his skin, making sure you know you are mine. Taehyung covered his neck with his hands, flustered. Taehyung, now everyone will see Jungkook good. Taehyung hit his chest lightly. Jungkook clenched and his cheek. When evening came, Jungkook held Taehyung lie on the bed again, but Taehyung held Jungkook's wrist. Taehyung, can you stay with me today too? Jungkook says softly. Jungkook, I'll stay as long as you want. He pulled Taeyong gently into his arms. Taeyong rested his head on Jungkook's chest, listening to the steady heartbeat. They lie close, warm, wrapped around each other. Jungkook stroked Taeyong's hair. Jungkook, I love you. Taeyong, I love you too. The room grew quiet. The lights dimmed. The lips met again, soft, slow, loving. The next morning, Taeyong tried to stand up again. Jungkook immediately grabbed his waist. Jungkook, where do you think you're going? Taeyong, to make breakfast. Jungkook raised an eyebrow. Jungkook, you can't even walk properly. Taeyong puffed his chest. Taeyong, I'm not weak. Jungkook picked him up, bridal style. Taeyong squinted. Taeyong, hey, Jungkook, you're cute when you get angry. Taeyong brushed his face in Jungkook's chest in the kitchen. Jungkook sat on the counter and cooked breakfast himself. Not very skillful, but Taeyong smiled at every attempt. When Jungkook burned the toast a little, Taeyong giggled. Taeyong, you are trying so hard. Jungkook flickered Taeyong's forehead gently. Jungkook, for you. Taeyong blushed again. Later, Jungkook gathered the entire staff in the living room. Everyone watched him nervously. Taeyong placed a hand on Jungkook's shoulder. Jungkook, from today, Taeyong is not just a maid. All staff gasped softly. Taeyong looked up at Jungkook in surprise. Jungkook, he is someone important to me, someone I will protect, someone who will stay in this mansion as my partner. Taeyong's eyes filled with tears of happiness. They stopped both respectfully. Irene is standing at the back, looked defeated and gave up. Taeyong turned to Jungkook touched it. Then, you mean it? Jungkook wrapped an arm around his waist and pulled him close. Jungkook, yes, you belong with me. Taeyong smiled, soft sigh glowing. Taeyong, and I belong to you. Jungkook kissed Taeyong's forehead gently. Jungkook always. And that was how the cold billionaire fell deeply, helplessly in love with his tiny maid, and how Taeyong found a home in Jungkook's arms forever. The end. Hope you enjoyed it. Uh, Comment me down if you did. And please support the Hang's Hawaii blog. You are not watching it. I cannot say it, but I hope you are watching it and loving it. Please do comment, like, and subscribe on his blog because he had worked hard. So, yeah, please do it. I will be back again. Bye bye.